Hello, I thought I would give a quick get started on Canva that I promised, and I hope this screen records and everything works out the way I have it planned. Now, I'm not the greatest at this. I haven't figured out, because I've had Canva Pro so long, what you get with the free, you can use with the free versus the Pro. I know with the free, you can do a lot, because I used the free for about 6 months before I even went over to Pro. So this is what it'll look like if you go just search Canva and bring it up. You'll come to this page. Now, the easiest way before I get started on this page is to download Canva. And right here, if you can see, you just click on it and it opens. I'll show you that in just a second. So you'll come to this page. Well, you'll have to log in, but if you've already logged in, you'll come to this page. Up here in the right hand corner, you click create a design. What I'm going to show you is first off is what I use the most, and then I'll make some other videos on, you can make business cards, you can make flyers, you can do an entire website. It helps you make logos, you can make cards. Um, there is unlimited amount of resources on Canva that you can use. Develop your own alphabet letters and shapes and how you want those to turn out. I even use Canva in some of the businesses that I have contracts with. You'll see over here on the left, TJ's team. Well, that's me, and I've added one of the businesses. So what they do is when they need anything ordered, they upload the logo how they want it, and all I have to do is click on it and it's there on Canva. So that's a pretty cool thing too. So first of all, what I most use is I go down to custom size. I change this to inches. And then my biggest print that I can print is 13 by 19. Yes, I know y'all have my Tennessee accent, but that's why I can't stand to be on video. So I put 13 by 19. You can put 8.5 by 11. I find that it's just easier for me if my canvas is bigger to be able to design on. So you hit create new design. This gives you your blank canvas. You can close that out that way. Okay, on the blank canvas, you see you have the grid, the margins right here. You can either choose, I just realized I don't think my screen is recording up that far. Uh, well, hopefully you all can see it. Up in the top left hand corner, you click on File. From File, you can go to Settings. Settings, you can either show the rulers and the guides. I like to have mine on. You can click that and not have them on. You can add guides if you need them in your document or in your design. This comes in handy when you're doing all over prints on shirts, and if y'all are interested, I can show you how I do my all over prints. It's a whole lot easier for me doing it in Canva. I just don't know Illustrator well enough. So usually I just at least keep the margins. And then down at the bottom on the right hand side, zoom it to however you like. You see it can go up to, I don't usually do it 100%. because for some reason I can't see a lot of my screen. But anyway, down here is the percentages, and you can zoom. Now there's several different ways you can do it. Usually the most I do 90% of the time is I already have an image that I know I want to print off, or I know I want to look at and get it ready to print. So over here on the left, you go to uploads. And this is to upload any image that you have on your computer that you may want to use in a design. I'll show you two different ways we can do that. You click on upload, and here's all the upload files I have. But you go here to the top and click upload files. And then you go on your computer. I go to my downloads. That's how I find my files. And then you just, let's say I want to do, I've got a lot down through here. Let me find one. You just scan through your images, and let's say I want to do this one. You see it's uploading, and now it clicked, so it's completely uploaded. Upload image. Now, I just clicked within the square to get the box out from under it. So there's your image. Some of my images I have to remove the background. Now on Canva, I have found both good and bad with background removal. But if you're interested, I do know a website that I go to that is well, actually, there's two, Photopea, and it's called Background Remover website. They remove backgrounds really well. Sometimes Canva isn't the greatest at that. We'll see how they do with this one. So you click on your image, go up to Edit Photo, up on the left-hand side in the corner, click that. You're given many options here. If you just want to erase the background, you see the one with the big beach ball, background remover. Click on it. Now you'll see it try. Okay, so like on this image, the only thing it took away was this. So if I did not want all of this white around there, I would literally have to go back up on the left-hand top. You go back to all those choices you have, and you can do magic eraser. Magic eraser, it says brush over the image. You can say okay. Now you see the circle? That's how wide your brush is going to be when you start erasing. All you do is hold down your mouse and rub the eraser all over it. And when you let it off the mouse and let it erase, there you go. And that, you see how it does. I do not do this with an image like this because it would take me forever to get all these little areas that need to be gone. So I do use those other background erasers I was telling you about, and you all may know better background removers than I do. But if you're interested, I'll show you those one day. But anyway, that's how background remover works. So say we want to go all the way around. Now, one thing about it, if you're doing sublimation, you can just keep that white in the background because it will not transfer if you're doing sublimation. So if I was going to sublimate this, which I probably would, I wouldn't worry about all this white because it doesn't print white anyway in sublimation ink. Okay, so say that's where we want it to be, which of course it's not, but we'll just, for demonstration purposes, go up to the top left where it says Magic Eraser and click the back arrow. And now you're back to your screen. So let's say I want to add a text. I'm going over briefly things. I can, if I do a halfway decent job and you all want to do some more in depth on each of these, I will. But if you want to add a text, go over here to the left again. All of your design will be over here on the left hand side, and we'll go through those. But right now, we'll go to text. Okay, now text. 90% of the time, you'll choose one of these three. Add a heading if you want it to be a really large text, medium-sized text, or a small text. So let's say this was actually for my granddaughter, so I clicked add a heading. And I will type in Madeline. Now, to move this where I can see it, I'll first click over here, just in any empty spot. I don't know why, but I just find this easier in Canva. Click and hold the mouse and bring the name up to the top. Now, Canva has absolutely great fonts to choose from. There is a way you can add your own fonts from your computer onto Canva. So anything you have on your computer that you want, or say you go to Creative Fabrica or any other place to get your fonts, if you download that on your computer, you can bring it over to Canva. We won't go into that today, but you can do that. Go up here. I don't know if I showed you that too quick. If I'm going too fast, let me know next time, I'll do better. So you go up to the top right here. I know it's hard to see sometimes, these little white hands. Click on the drop down menu. Now you can go, this shows me my recently used ones because I do a lot of businesses, so I usually have theirs, I use them all the time. But that will show you recent ones. You can go here and choose, do you want more handwriting, corporate, display? You can choose any of these. Or if you think, well, I just can't find anything I'm looking for, let's say calligraphy. And you'll go down through here and it'll give you all of the fonts that are like calligraphy. I mean, that's one thing I can say about Canva. Now, every font that you see that has the little crown beside of it, that is to be a member with Canva Pro. I find it absolutely, I have to have Canva Pro because once I've discovered Canva, I don't use anything else. This is what I design in. Canva is what I do everything in. My business cards, my flyers, my website, my logos, everything I do in Canva because I think Illustrator is so confusing to me. So anything you see with a crown, that you have, the only way to use that is with your paid subscription. But from what I'm seeing, They must not. Oh, there's a free one. There's a free one. They do have some free ones. There's, what did I click on? Twister. That's Twister font. That's pretty cute. But you just go up here and choose a font and say you don't want calligraphy. You're like, I don't like that. Clear out of calligraphy. This sports. The reason that's a recent search is a lot of parents that want their kids' shirts. When I use fonts, Sports World, that's a good font um, to use when you're doing sports. Yearbook, solid, and yearbook outline are two. They're really good to use. Um, and like I say, you just go through here and pick what you want. Now, a cool thing about the fonts, say we choose sport. Well, not for her. Let me go back. And if you see this uploaded fonts, these are fonts that I've taken off of my computer and uploaded them here on Canva. I've done quite a few, but let's see, I don't like that one. Alice. Okay, let's just use that for now. Then you click back over here, just anywhere in this area, and it'll close the fonts. So if you want to change the way the fonts look, up here at the top on the right hand side, you'll see effects. Click on effects. Now, this is where it gives you some of the cool things you can do to your font. A shadow, and with the shadow, you can change it any color you want. Say you want the color to be pink on this one, which I don't think that'll look too good, but we'll do it for now. Oops. Go back to effects, and I want the color. Let's do red since it's right there. See how that changed to red? I keep clicking off effects. Okay. You can make this as large as you want. You'll see how it moves. You can make it go in any direction. You can go that way. You just have to play with it and see what you like. You can even blur it or not if you want. How transparent do you want to make the effects? Change the color. You just click on the color like I did and go up to the color pattern. The one good thing about Canva, I'll have to show you later, is that when you have an image, it makes it so easy to design, because when you have an image up here, you can go to the color palette and it will show you all the colors that are in this design. That way, if you're putting fonts that you want to match to the colors of the design, you have it right there. They give you the entire color palette. And also, I'm getting ahead of myself, but I just think of all they have. When you want to do your logos, your pages, your flyers, they have a color palette that you can go by just to set your entire business up based on one color palette, which helps a lot. So we did, let's see. And here's some more. You just have to play around with this. Lift, that's pretty cool. Now I have actually used the, if I can find it, glow or neon a lot and put it in a neon color, and sometimes it turns out really nice on some of the football jerseys that some of the kids want done. You just play with it, you go offset direction, and then move on down and you can go to curve. Click on curve. Now you'll see it automatically curves it max. It always does. But over here on the left at the bottom, you can move that however much you want it to curve. And you can even, if you need it to curve up the other way, you can move it all the way over. So you just have to play with that and decide how you want it to be. Now let's say I have my image, I have the name, which yeah, I'm really just doing this. I'm not going to be making this, but let's go back to that so it's clear. And I want to make sure all this is lined up. I hold down my mouse and I highlight everything in the image. Now, you'll see, don't group it yet because you want it to line up. Go to these three dots on the right, on the bottom here. Click it and go to Align Elements. Well, how funny. Okay, I'm already lined up center. If that is not lit up, that means they're already lined up. But if not, you click this and it puts everything. I'll show you. Let's switch it back. Let me move this over here. Okay, so let's hold down the mouse and highlight it all. Go to the three dots, align. All you do is just hover over the align elements and hit center, and it will bring your entire image to center. And I highlight it again and I hit group. That is the bare basics of how you can create an image that you already have on your computer. Now, if you want to take this image and download it so that you can print it off. Sorry, I had to get a drink. You go up here to the right hand, the very top, to this button that says share. Click the share button and it gives you all kinds of options. We're just going to do basic today before we go into all of this other stuff. You want to hit download. Now, if I'm going to print this type of image off and sublimate it, usually I just make it a PNG. You can click the drop down menu. You can even make SVGs. There's another step you have to do after you download it, which we can go through that, but you can make your own SVG, transport it into Silhouette or Cricut, whichever one you use, as an SVG. And you can do PDF print, PDF standard. Now, when I have to send images to some of my customers that I've designed their image and I want them to see it, and I haven't established the rapport yet to put them on my team here on Canva, because you got to realize when you put them on, I think they changed this. That's why I stopped. Used to, when you put, say, okay, the one I have right now is Volkswagen Auto. So when they would click on Canva to download their image, they couldn't change my other designs, but they could see them. Now, a couple months ago, they were supposed to change all that, so I don't know if they can now, but just in case, make sure you have a good rapport with the company before you add anybody on here, because you don't want anybody stealing your designs. You know how it is today, or changing your designs. But I always send it PDF standard, or PDF print. It's just easier for them to see on whatever they are opening it up on their computer. So once again, let's go up to share, hit download. Let's say we're going to do this as a PNG. This is if you need to have more pixels or less. I am not great at pixels right now. Trying to learn the conversion rate, but I'm not good at that yet. So maybe one of you all can help out on that one. If you want to post this after you download it to somewhere like Facebook or Instagram, always do a lower quality, compress the file, because what that means, if anyone does try to steal your design, it's not going to be at a good quality. You are going to have the one on here that is best quality. So always download one if you plan on posting it anywhere. Download a copy with lower quality, and I'll show you how to do that. So back to PNG, click transparent background, because I don't want anything. What that means is when you download it, it will show your image. If it's not transparent, it's going to show all this white behind it. If you hit transparent, all you're going to see is the image and the text that you have on there. Hit download. And then you save it into your computer. Save. And that's it. That's all you do. I want to show you a few things. I'm going to ungroup this. I just clicked on it. I'm going to ungroup it. And then I'm going to go to the image and hit delete because I won't be using that. Just to give you some things to play around with that may help. Over here on the left, the first one is design. This gives you so many templates and styles, and really just using it and playing around with it is how I've learned on here. You can do blank, I mean, look at all the options that you have. You can even do scrapbooks, you can do memory books, you can do, it comes in real handy if you have a company that wants you to do menus for them. You can just type in menu. And even if you saw that, it gave you barbecue menus, bakery menus, bar menus, anything. And you go through here and you don't have to use, let me click on this and delete it. Oh, wait, I just messed it up. Click and delete. Okay, say you want to use this menu, which is so cute. You can change it. Click on menu and click on menu, backspace. I'm just going to write something silly right now. And put food. You can change it to anything you want. You can go through here if you need to change the menu and the pricing. All you do is click on each one of these. I'm just going over and clicking them. And then you double click, and that gives you the option. You can type whatever you want to in it. And then, like you shared, you download, and you've done it. It's really, they make it that easy. Let's see if I can think of something else. Oh, tags. I do clothing tags for my for food. I was looking at food. Okay, let me delete all this. They do labels for candles. You can do for your kids for school. I mean, there is just so much that it gives you. Let me show you. These are tags that you can use. I mean, and you print those off and it gives you everything you need to even do tags. There is so much, you all. Gosh, there's no way to show you in one or two settings. There's no way. Elements, you wonder how these are my recently used. Elements is my one go-to all the time. Honestly, just type in anything you can think of. Let's say the mama stuff is really big right now. Type in mama. You can either go graphic, photo, video. On graphics, click see all. Look at all the mama images it gives you. And I just put it generic. You could put mama small business and it'll pop up everything for that. I mean, it gives you, and then if you want to change any of this, you could click on it, go in, double click, and change any of the colors, anything you want to in them. It's pretty amazing. Let's go. One other thing I wanted to show you is frame. Anytime you see this little sky and the grass, that means that you can put an image and it'll click it right into it like a smart image. Let's go to letters. Let's go to frames. Click on, hold on a minute. Sorry, y'all, just a second. Hit frame. Now let's see all frames. Okay, let's go to letters. You want to know how everybody does these crazy letters. Okay, click on the letter you want. So I clicked on T. If you want to see this better, these are really hard to see sometimes because they've got that white cloud. Click on the background here, just your white piece of paper, your canvas. Go up here to background color. Click on that. I change it to like a light gray usually. That way you can see it a whole lot better. Okay, so we have a T. Now you can do this with an entire name. And you have all types of different letters. I mean, there are so many as you go down through here. But so we've got the letter T. So let's X out this frames. And let's say we want to fill that in with an Easter background. So put Easter, if I can spell Easter. Actually, you can even just type in Easter. I'll show you just with one letter, but this is how you do an entire name too. So graphics is usually a good one to use. Or they even have Easter frames. You could take a picture that you have. Okay, let's say, no, I'm going to stick with the T. Sorry, you all, I get excited with Canva. Let's do Easter background. So let's find, okay, how I did this was I grabbed this image with the mouse, click on it, hold it. I haven't let go of the mouse yet, but see when I glide it over the T, how it fits in? Release the mouse. And there's your T. And you can do that with any image. And then the way people put cute little, they'll put a name and they'll put cute little bunnies. Say click on this bunny. Let's size him down and have him peeking over the T. And there's one of your first letters of your word. I mean, you can do so much with Canva. If y'all want me to do more, let me know. This probably was not great. This is the first time I've ever done a video. If it was hard to follow, let me know. If I need to go slower, or I can redo this. But there honestly is so much. I was going to show you all. That's what I got real quick. I'll show you one more thing. On Easter background, go to up here to all. I saw it a minute ago. Maybe it was just on Easter. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to delete this. Oh, if you want to change the image, background image on your T, you click on the T, hit trash can. It will ask you, do you want to delete the frame, which is the actual T, or do you just want to delete the image? So if you delete the image, then you go pick another one and see which one you like best. But I'm going to delete it all. Look at these frames. Let's say, now remember, this has got the sky, the ground, all that, the clouds. So let's say we want Easter message. I've never typed this in, so I don't know if they have anything. Okay, here we go. So say we have Happy Easter. Now sometimes, wait a minute. Sometimes some of these, and I don't know why, some will click right into it and some won't. And I have asked and I have hunted and I have requested, and I don't know how to figure out which ones will work and which ones won't unless you just keep bringing them over and trying them. So we'll go back to that Easter background. Easter background. This is not going to look good, but it'll just give you an idea. Say you want to change that background to that. And then go back to Easter message. And you want to put this in it and size it. I'm just doing something, just throwing it up here so we can kind of get an idea. And there you go. There's your whole image. You just click it all. Click back on these three dots. Align elements. Hit center. Sometimes, like this one, I don't think that looks centered, so I move it the way I want it. And then you group it. Go over here and hit share. Then hit download. And then transparent background. And that's your image. I hope this helps some. One last thing, really quick. I won't make this any longer, but these are just things that you really need. Say you want to do a t-shirt mock-up. This is how I do all my mock-ups. Type up here, t-shirt mock-up. You'll see it pops up because I do it all the time. Look, now you can do the photos, the graphics, the frames. It gives you, if you want to do like a phone image, if you want to do a watch, if you want to see what the image looks like on any of these. But all you do, I'm going to go to photos because that's the one I use the most. Look at these mock-ups. All you do is stick your image on the front of it, group it, download it, and share. Look at all the mock-ups it gives you. You can even, you know how sometimes when you put an image on one of these, you can tell you kind of just got it sitting there for some reason. That image doesn't look right. You can go up to here and put t-shirt smart mock-up. Click on smart mock-up. Now, it gives you all these different things that you, let me see if I can get to the t-shirt. Let's type that in again. T-shirt. Gosh, I can't. Smart mock-up. And I just hit enter. Oops. Let's go to all. Okay. Well, for some reason it's, oh, well, it's not showing it this time. Oh, here we go. Mockups by Canva. They have changed this. You have to click here, use the app. Okay, this is what I was going to show you. Down here, say you go to apparel. Click on a hoodie. Expand it. And let's say I want to look at the images I've uploaded. So go over here to upload on the left. And let's just take this one we did just a minute ago. All I did was drag it over to the front. And that's what it looks like on the t-shirt, on the sweatshirt. It just kind of, which you all know we didn't get the background off or anything, so it doesn't look right, but I'm just using that. Here, we'll do another one. Go to that. Anyway, gosh, I'm already 45 minutes into this. You know what I mean. You can actually put it on the hoodie and use that as a mock-up. I personally like the photos better. I think that looks better to me. Elements you'll use a lot, text you'll use a lot, and uploads. So those are the quick things that I thought maybe you could get started with. And I'm telling you, just go to elements and go to design and click on design is crazy at the templates they have. I mean, you can make a news article. You can make a small business plan. There's just so much. It's unbelievable all you can make with Canva because they already have the templates there. Let me know, and I take constructive criticism too. So if I didn't do this great, I'm sorry. Let me know if y'all are interested in doing some more, and we'll go through some more details on each one of those. Hope this helped.